Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Timmy back with his first video in this series. I think I'm going to call "What Did Timmy Buy?" Right? And this is one of the things I bought. I just got it in today, technically yesterday. Um, but let me tell you the story after we open it. Right? The product's in there. It's all good. But I want you guys to know what you guys think of what I bought today. Please let me know if you can see it. You see it's still wrapped up. It's still awesome. What do you guys think that is? Huh? Pretty cool, right? Now let me go ahead and slowly rip this open. Slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Yeah. Alright, I don't want to do it so much, and I think I'm going to get something for this. Because this is not just any... That's unfortunate that broke there, but it's still sealed. That's not any Lorcana box. It is the first chapter. But not only is it the first chapter, but it is the first chapter EN01, right? So I did grab this not too long ago. Still has a sealed on it. It's still the only thing that's just horrible that, you know, it's not bent, so it's not open or anything like that. I did grab it because I wanted to, see, EN01. I wanted to make sure that I got the first print, right? Even if it doesn't mean anything, I wanted to make sure that I was able to get into this hobby early. Not hobby, not hobby early. I mean, this thing has been going on. All this hobby's been going on for decades. But I mean, to get this box as soon as I can and go from there, because I wanted to get the first print of this, and it was available as a kind of a hefty price, which is just nuts. But I am just glad that I was able to get, you know, the first run of it. The first print, the EN01. The condition is okay, I guess. I mean, I couldn't tell you if it was okay or not, but who knows, right? Whatever. It's there. It's there. I'm going to put it back in that packaging, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in an acrylic box, right? But anyway, let me tell you this story, okay? This happened, okay? So I bought this, and then it got sold. I bought this, and then it got sent, right? And then when it got delivered, I was like, okay, well, I'm not actually at work right now, unfortunately, so I can't go and, you know, get it and check it out and see what's going on. And so I'm like, I'll just wait till I get home, right? And I got home, put my stuff away, went out to the box, and it was not in there. Right, so these packages, these Lorcana or even like any of the Magic ones, I would assume if they're the same size, can fit into my mailbox. It's like a community mailbox that you have like on any neighborhood. And I was like, okay, it's not in there. F, like big F. I start to sweat. I'm starting to get so crazy. I'm starting to be like, what's going on? So I messaged the seller, and I'm like, yo, do you see it delivered on your end as well? And he comes back and I was like, yeah, I see it delivered. I'm like, damn. I was like, it's not in there. I'm going to make a claim with the post office, because I'm thinking two things. Either one, he delivered it in one of the side boxes and put the key in somebody else's mailbox, right? Or he delivered it into somebody else's mailbox and it's in there and not in one of the big boxes. So like if you were to put this package into one of the big community boxes, whoever got the key to open it, the door would stay open. You wouldn't be able to close the door back again, right? That's just how that key works. You can't lock it, you can only open it. So at that time, the box, the community mailbox was not open. So I knew that if it's in there, I should be good. But I asked around. I asked my next door neighbor if she can check her mailbox, and they didn't have anything. So I was like, yo, I hit up the person, the seller. I was like, yo, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a claims with USPS, And so I went ahead and did that, put my tracking number, because I couldn't do a missed package, because I think a missed package you have to wait like 5 or 6 days or maybe a week to make a missed package claim. I'm assuming that's if you don't say it's delivered. So I went ahead, made a claim, and I didn't expect any kind of response, like none whatsoever from USPS. And I was telling the seller, hey, I made a claim with USPS. I'll keep you in the loop. And he was like, okay. And then the following day, which is today, he hit me up in the afternoon and he was like, hey, is there any word? And then I actually, before responding to him, I checked my email to see if I got any response from the post office. And the post office said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, no, the post office said, thank you for your response. We went ahead and reached out to the carrier. He's thinking that he may have just left the keys in the box or maybe just forgot to give them to you. And so I'm like, okay, my first thought was, I'm thinking that they're just saying that just to say, hey, we're working on it. But we're not going to think of, we don't think there's going to be any type of resolution. We're just going to tell you that so you can shut up. And so I'm like, well, that just sucks. And so anyway, so I asked, my wife to take a look out because the post office box, like the community mailbox, is right across the street. And I was asking her, can you just keep an eye out, or like leave our ring on so we can just record that? Because we can literally see the mailbox and we can know when he comes. And then my wife messaged me about an hour later or something like that, or before I got off of work or something, and was like, I have it. The mailbox person was like, I'm so sorry. I got that, the request this morning, or I got notified of that. My apologies. He ended up putting the package in the mailbox and putting the key to unlock it in the same mailbox and then locking the mailbox, right? I get it. He was in a rush, but oh my God, this is like a pretty penny and kind of a hefty price for something to lose. So I was kind of really grateful on that. And I did restore some more trust in my post office because there had been times where I would like lost mail or they didn't give me my mail. Like really important stuff. I'm not talking about like, freaking coupons or anything like that, like legit kind of stuff. Dealing with my family and like ID cards and stuff like that, right? To where they actually sent them back. Like for one instance, like one of my daughters had an ID card, that her first ID card that she got, and they sent it back because I forgot to, I'm assuming forgot to write her name on my mailbox thing, right? But anyway, whether it's my fault or theirs, doesn't matter. It's cleared. But that was a story, right? And then I hit up the sellers and I took a picture and I was like, yo, we got it. And he's like, let's go. And then he was like, are you going to rip that open? And I was like, bro, I don't know. I think I'm going to keep this one and maybe get another one and maybe rip that one open. But this one for sure, since it's the first run or the first print, I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to keep it and we're going to go from there. Now, I do know they have some pretty cool cards in here. I know everybody knows that set has some really awesome cards like the Elsa, which sticks out, right, to me. And I know my kids would love that. So I'm probably going to have to get some packs for them to rip as well. But this is what I bought. My second biggest purchase, I guess you could say, in the card community, which is the first one's the Pokemon card. But man, I just feel so much better now. I'm going to put this back in the box that it came in, and I'm going to buy an acrylic case to put this in. And then I'm just going to put it in a safe or something. I don't know. I have to get a safe or something. But that's the story of it. And it's just totally crazy. And I'm really thankful for the seller to like respond to my messages, because once it says delivered, from my understanding, me being buying and selling stuff from eBay for so long, mainly just like video games, right? I know once it says delivered, there's nothing that I can do. As long as it says deliver to the address that you provided, I'm out, right? And I know he knows that, or he should know that. But either way, I told him, like, dude, I'm so glad that you messaged me and like responded back, because I even said, I know that there's nothing that you can do on your end, just the fact that you supported. Hey, I see it says delivered. I said it does deliver at this time, just so I can make sure I get my facts, correct as well on his end and mine, to make that claim to USPS for them to find it real quick. And it's just like a simple error, right? But I'm just glad it's done. Add this to my collection. I'm getting all worked up about it, right? Just talking about it. But I'm just glad it's here. It looks gorgeous. The artwork's beautiful. You got Elsa, you got Mickey, and I think that's the Snow White Witch. I don't know. I'm a Timmy. I have no idea. But thanks again for listening to my talk on what did Timmy buy, and I'm looking forward to having others. And please let me know what I should buy next in the comments down below. Bye.